Lot, Israel's leader cautioned of a common conflict between the nation's Arabs and Jews on Wednesday as rage and dread over shelling trades with Palestinian aggressors in Gaza lighted savagery in Israel's roads. Claims by strict and political pioneers for quiet, and police fortifications and mass captures, seemed to do little to stem riots in a few ethnically blended towns. Israeli TV showed what it depicted as close lynchings of Jewish and Arab drivers. The conflict was ignited by once-in-a-while fierce favorable to Palestinian fights by individuals from the Arab minority and raged at an Israeli air torrent dispatched on Gaza on Monday after Islamist Hamas drove assailants terminated salvos of rockets across the boundary. A gathering place and vehicles were burnt in the Tel Aviv suburb of Lot, drivers were stoned on certain streets, and Palestinian banner-waving dissenters fought with police in northern Haifa port. By Wednesday, police said the attacks seemed, by all accounts, to be more by Jews against Arabs, including one seen on live TV as he was hauled from his vehicle and pulverized by a crowd in waterfront Bat Yam. The transmission on the top-of-the-line Channel 12 sliced to a called in advance by President Reuven Rivlin to "If it's not too much trouble, stop this franticness. We are imperiled by rockets that are being dispatched at our residents and roads, and we are busying ourselves with a silly polite conflict among ourselves," said the president, whose job is to a great extent stately. Israel's 21% Arab minority, Palestinian by legacy, Israeli by citizenship, is for the most part dropped from the Palestinians who lived under Ottoman and afterward British pioneer rule prior to remaining in Israel after the country's 1948 creation. Most are bilingual in Arabic and Hebrew, and feel a feeling of family relationship with Palestinians in the involved West Bank and the Gaza Strip. They regularly whine of foundational segregation, uncalled for admittance to lodging, medical care, and schooling administrations. Israel's homegrown agitation has been invited by Hamas, one of whose representatives encouraged Arab residents to ascend against our adversary and yours. Minatet, a senior Israeli Arab administrator, blamed Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's moderate government and potential extreme right partners of aggravating ethnic strains. "We should not respect this," Adeh said on Twitter. A typical battle by Arabs and Jews is the reaction to the vicious vision of Netanyahu, Itamar, Ben-Gvir and Bezalel Smotrich. Netanyahu, in any case, given a video explanation wherein he vowed to concede police crisis powers for a crackdown. "This brutality isn't what our identity is," he said. "I couldn't care less if your blood's bubbling." In Lot, police forced an uncommon evening time check-in time. Be that as it may, Israeli media showed youthful Jewish men, some with bats, in the city. Ibrahim, an Arab counselor with the Lot region, said, "What's going on now is an uprising that is going on in urban areas like Ramle, Lot, Jaffa, Acre and Haifa." He called occasions in Gaza and in Jerusalem, where Israeli police have conflicted with Palestinians and Israeli Arabs at a mosque during the Ramadan heavenly month, a red line. Another nearby Israeli Arab lawmaker was more watchful. "We denounce that our keen's fortitude and attachment with our brethren in Jerusalem and the Gaza Strip is being directed through demonstrations of treachery to public and private property," said Samir Mohammed, city hall leader of the northern Arab town of Al-Fam. Benny Gantz, Israel's protection serve, called the Jewish Arab savagery no less perilous than the Hamas rockets. "We should not win the Gaza fight and lose at home," he said.